Testing 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Greetings, my fellow earthlings. Greetings. All right, so let me pull up the charts here. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So, I have everything already marked up on my chart. Interesting areas that we're kind of drawing towards right now. These were the Asia lows and London lows I was looking for yesterday. Remember, we had marked these out, so I was looking for these to get tagged yesterday, and now we're drawing towards them right now. We actually took yesterday's London low, and now we have Asia low from yesterday untouched. Yes, took London and Asia already from yesterday. So we really just gotta have to see what happens here in this area. We've got a pretty decent sized move overnight, which is not the greatest thing for us. I don't really like when there's a massive 200 something point move overnight. It might mean that we get a pretty choppy delivery AM session. So let's hope that's not the case. But we'll see. We'll see. Like, you know, it's interesting that we're down into yesterday's London low and now we have Asia lows untouched right now. So that might be the first draw on liquidity possibility that we can maybe short into. Because it would make a lot of sense for us to draw into this unfilled fair value gap here. I mean, it's technically filled, but it's not fully filled. And we have some unmitigated fair value gaps even lower from Sunday's open down here. New week opening gaps down here, which was already filled and rebalanced. So I'm not too concerned with new week opening gap as a draw. But yeah, definitely some key levels down here that we're going to watch for. So make sure you guys have everything marked out. How's everybody's doing, man? Good morning. Good morning. Don't want to be rude. I didn't say good morning, everybody. So good morning. Had like a pretty rushed morning today. I had to like book a flight for our family for a trip that we're taking next month. So didn't even really get to have breakfast yet. Good morning, Oscar. Good morning, Hawkinator. Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey, Hawk. How do we get people from not joining as speakers? Is there like some setting that I have to change? There's been like an error where people like will show up as a speaker. Like that guy just somehow was a speaker off the rip. I gotta figure out how to change that. I know they can request to speak, but it shouldn't be able to just join as a speaker. I'm not sure how I need to to fix that. If anybody knows how to do that, please let me know. Yeah, I just want to make it so like they can't join as like a speaker off the rip. It's kind of weird that that is doing that. View channel. Okay. Gotta ask one of my mods. All right, guys, we are just about to have the opening bell here. Just about to have the opening bell. Should be 9:30 in about 5 seconds. And there she is. A little pump up at the open. Let's see what we want to do here today. We did take yesterday's London low. This could be a sweep where we start drawing towards London high now and Asia high. So we might have a situation where we're moving from external to external today. Just need to be on our toes. Also, guys, we do have Powell at 10 a.m. and apparently Trump's speaking. So like we got to be really careful here with this 10 a.m. crap. I don't know what this is going to do to the market. So we might not be taking a trade until after that. Unless something like screams like that it's clean, like a clean setup for us to get into. But right now, let's see what we got, man. So, all right, yesterday London lows taken on NQ. On ES, we took both lows already, so we are starting to drive out of that area. London highs over here are up into here at 076 on ES. Asia highs are up here at 081. Let's see here. Really nice opening ripper. Sorry, I just have to set up my accounts, my leader accounts and copy accounts and stuff. Get everything preppered. Okay, so really nice opening rip here off these lows. Are we just gonna rip higher, like right at the open? Like no idea, no way to get into it. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Fantastic, fantastic. Honestly, thought they might want to save those Asia lows to grab those Asia lows and then go higher, but I guess it just needed London lows from yesterday, and Now we're just going to rip her to the upside. Back inside of a range now, too. Damn, dude. This market has been super just like unpredictable. 100 points off the open. How's everybody doing today, man? What's everybody trading today? You guys are trading evals, funded. Type it in the chat. Evals, funded, personal accounts. What are you guys trading? Are some people just not trading, just like learning? XFA, funded, never ending. LOL. Funded, about to lose it. Eval, live, personal, learning, both. Funded. I'm trying to pass. Okay, so you're not funded, you're on eval. What is this open? Dude, I don't even know, man. This is what I'm saying. It literally took yesterday's London low and just went 106 points off the low. Like, with no, not even like a, there's no setup. There's no way to trade it again. Guys, just trade MNQ. Yeah, MNQ unfunded, guys. I just posted a video about that. MNQ unfunded and minis on evals. Dude, my hands are freezing, chat. Where are my hand warmers? This is why I want to move out of my state and I want to go somewhere warmer. I'm just like, I'm always cold. It's the worst. I need my hand warmers. I got like these little electronic hand warmer things. MNQ on MNQ on funded. Minis on eval. Just, you know, pass the evals aggressively. That's how I go about it. I trade a mini contract on eval, like 2-3 minis, risking like $500 to $700. Super aggressive. And if I TP on one of those trades, it's like probably a $1,400 or $1,500 trade. So I'm literally trying to pass it like aggressively. And then once you're funded, just move over to micros and trade 5 micros and just slowly build up a buffer. I just posted the entire game plan on how to do that on TikTok. I posted it yesterday. So you see my most recent video. It'll have like everything there. Yeah, so we are just 120 points off on the open, no pullbacks. Just, you know, gonna let price do its thing. I mean, nothing we can do. What's a buffer? A buffer is just like it's like a cushion on your account. So like when you, for example, if you're funded and you want to take a payout and you want to keep a full drawdown on the account, you want to have a buffer, right? So like, for example, TopStep has a $2,000 drawdown limit. You want to have a buffer over that limit on your funded, right? So like if you make $3,000, this is like the magic number, get to $3,000, take a $1,000 payout, and you still will have a full $2,000 drawdown. If you take, let's say you have $2,000 buffer, that's not a buffer, but you're at 2,000 and you take a $1,000 drawdown, you're now going to have a your $1,000 payout. You're now going to have a $1,000 drawdown. So you want to have a buffer over your max loss limit. Otherwise, you're going to be taking away from your drawdown. So I always suggest building a buffer in there. Yeah, we're in London highs in midnight now, opening price. We have a slight SMT here between ES and NQ, but now we got like triple equal highs here. So I really don't think we're going to be fading this just yet. Unless something drastic happens here at this area, but we do have an SMT. I guess we can mark it out. Yeah, that's a nice reaction there, to be honest with you. Let's see how this reacts. That's a really nice reaction. So a little SMT here, guys. NQ took that London high, and ES has failed to take it just yet, but nothing to write home about. It's just marking it for, so we know. We're not going to trade just a blind SMT off that. Not yet, at least. We want to see some bearish price action. Guys, please stop joining as speakers into the channel. I don't know why that we have like an error when it's doing that. So don't just disconnect, Snyder, and come back in. You shouldn't be a speaker. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't get why it's doing that. Can someone figure that out for me, please? It's really annoying. People should not be able to join as a speaker. Yeah, I'm not sure how to fix that. There should be an option where you're not allowed to join on the speaker stage. It's definitely something in my permissions that I need to like figure out. It's fine. It's not important right now. Just join back in, guys. If you do don't join the speaker stage. Just join the audience. I don't want there to be confusion. Yeah, let's see how we react here, guys. It's kind of tricky now because my draws on liquidity have already been taken that I would like to see the market draw into. So now I'm leaning like just higher. I'm leaning into this London high here on ES, this Asia high here now, New York PM high possibly, if that's, if we're going to just keep moving higher. I don't have much faith in the SMT, but we just have it marked out for educational purposes. But it looks like, I mean, the one open liquidity draw for me on NQ is going to be that Asia low, but we might just leave it and start to go take these external liquidities at Asia high, New York AM high, etc. So this is a pretty big displacement up. I'm not going to fade it. The only way I would end up really trying to look for shorts is if this gap, if we're going to create this gap here in about 3 minutes, we want to see this gap flip to the downside, and then we can take Asia low, but it's a lot to ask for right now. So I think we continue just to look higher, but there's really no opportunity for us to take it here. And we might be still in just a little bit of a discount. Yeah, no, we're like in premium now. We would want to get into this trade somewhere in the middle of this gap and to try to take that draw higher into London, into Asia, into New York. But we are stalling here, so let's see. No setups yet. Don't you consider us taking Asia low at 845? This is Asia down here. This is the Asia low that I have marked. So I don't know what you're talking about. This is yesterday's Asia low. And we did take Asia low, yesterday's Asia low on ES already. So ES did take both of those lows from yesterday. Excuse me, it took London low, yesterday's Asia low, yesterday's London low has all been tagged. So it's grabbed a decent amount of liquidity to the upside now. And now we have London high, Asia high, which are all in sights now. And we have a news event at 10 o'clock in the morning. So like I said, I think it's going to be tough because if he's testifying, I don't know how long that's going to go for. I don't know how volatile that it's going to be. So we have to just really got to just kind of be patient here today. But I really think that we're just going to we're probably just going to draw higher into the Asia high. Would love to get like a pullback into maybe 50% retracement of this gap, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just going to be one of those baloney 150 point upward moves, no pullback. Then the news will come and there'll be like insane volatility. And it's just one of those close your eyes and click a button type things where it just, that's how it happens. And that's part of, dude, that's part of trading. Like it happens. Like there's going to be days where you're literally, you just can't get into anything. Nothing fits the model. But yeah, you gotta be able to just be comfortable with that. You know, even though I'm coming off a loss yesterday, like today has to be perfect. Like I don't like to lose, especially 0-2. I mean, that it wasn't a big losing day by any means, but you know, I don't like to lose. I don't like to take L's. It happens, but want to be better. Yeah, so this is just gonna keep slowly drawing higher here. About 24 points off the very, very limited gap touch here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your question. Yes, if you have a trailing drawdown of $2,500 on the 50K, you would want to get well over that. Yeah, so I think the magic number on those accounts would be like 3,500 because then you could take $1,000 draw, $1,000 withdrawal and still have the full 2,500. That's what I would do with those accounts. No problem, man. No problemo. Oh, I got some higher time frame stuff I didn't even clean up. Let's see here. I'm just going to use this as a 1 hour gap. Flip that there. So we are inside of an old 1 hour gap as well here. I'm just going to delete it since I know where we're at here. Honestly, man, I would have liked this move a lot more if we went into the 1 hour fair value gap. So it would have been like an internal to external play. And I love taking those type of trades where we come down into internal liquidity and we start targeting external liquidity. But we didn't do that. We just took London lows from yesterday, left this 1 hour fair value gap unmitigated. So we have to kind of keep that in the back of our heads. Like, does the market maker want to bring that down? Do we still want to grab that for later? Like, is he going to have some fireworks today? Same thing here. Like, we have an unmitigated 1 hour fair value gap. I mean, there is like an SMT here too, because we didn't take Asia low on NQ and we did take Asia low on ES. Didn't take the 1 hour gap here either. So didn't really fill that out. Didn't fill this gap out. So it's honestly, it's going to be kind of tricky. Now we're back in the middle of the range. So We don't really want to be trading middle of the range. I really want to be trading like the edges somewhere up, you know, Asia high, New York high, like looking for shorts or something and looking for longs down here. This area is going to be very, very tricky to trade, especially with news at 10. And this is what the market does. Like this is how market makers set up their day. They just rip it 100 something points, and now you really can't get into a trade setup. And they know that, right? They know that by surprise they're going to run this 100 something points to the upside. Okay, and now you're like either FOMO chasing, right? And they're going to trap people, or you know, disciplined traders are just not getting into anything here. So this is, you know, when you're trading, you have to remember you're trading against the best. You're trading against other really good retail traders. You're trading against other professional institutional traders with big pots of money, huge prop firms. So when we're trading as the little guy, we have to be thinking like, okay, where are the banks going to be positioned here today? Like where are they looking to get in to the market long and short? Right? I mean, obviously it looks like some of them already just got in. They might have just hammered and been in this move here. Now they might start selling out here and we start moving lower. So there's a lot of scenarios that have you kind of got to play in your head when you're getting into trades. Because you got to understand, like, it's not just you versus some random candles on the chart. It's you versus the best of the best of the best when you're trading. Am I on evals today? I am on evals today. I passed one eval last week in 3 days, and now I am focusing on, I have 2 more loaded up. So I'm trying, I think I'm going to just get it to full max funding. I'm looking to get full max funding on Top Step. So I haven't traded Top Step a lot. I had been trading all my straight to funded accounts, my funded futures, personal accounts. But now with the way that the market has been super volatile and these like massive moves here, it makes sense to be on Top Step because the consistency rules, there is none. So catching big moves is a huge benefit on those on those Top Step accounts. So my goal in the beginning of this month was just get max funding. So we have 1, looking to add 2 more. So that'd be 3. And then I might just trade those 3 accounts, just get those 2 to pay out, and then buy 2 more evals. I don't want to be like wasting too much time on eval. I'm $96 away from blowing my funded account. Oh boy. You better be trading 1 micro, bro, to get out of that. You got to start digging out of that hole. One micro to dig out of that hole, man. It's doable, man. It's definitely doable, but you need to catch some really clean moves. Honestly, man, I'm a big advocate for like if you're that deep into drawdown. Wait, is this a funded account? Oh, it's a funded account. Ooh, never mind. I thought it was an eval. I was gonna say just like reset it. Like it's really not worth the mental capital, but it is a funded account. So that's a little bit different of a story. You probably would want to get out of that. How long have we been trading for? I've been trading 9 years. 9 years, different markets, but trading in total for 9 years. Futures for about 4. Before that was for currency trading, forex, stock trading, options. So yeah, I've been in every single market, so I have a really good understanding of pretty much how it all works. Yeah, so like I said, just gonna be BS, drive up, no entries right before Powell. So I mean, notoriously, guys, like history, right? Powell literally pumps the market. Like every time that he even speaks his name, like the market goes up. So this does make sense for us to be drawing higher here right before he gets on to testify. I don't know. The market's weird. They just love Powell and it just pumps for literally no reason. So there's London high on NQ. Asia high is going to be that next draw. And then if we get above that, it'll probably be New York AM high for new high a day. Let's see what happens, man. Like I said, Powell can dump the market too. It works both ways. Is Forex available in the USA? Yeah. I don't know about, dude, I haven't been in the Forex game for a while now. There's a lot of different brokers. I would just do your own research on that. I don't want to give advice on FX. It's not my like, you know, I don't do it anymore. I don't know what brokers are legit, which are not. I know there's prop firms. I do know FTMO is a good prop firm for Forex. If you guys are trading Forex, FTMO is a fantastic prop firm. They've been around, like, I think the longest in the industry. So there's always that option too. All right, we still have this SMT here, guys. We're just holding. We're definitely just holding within this pattern here. ES is still hasn't taken that London high. NQ has taken London high. I mean, possibility here that this ends up turning into a little breaker. Possibility that turns into a breaker. Just have it here marked for now, but really tough for me to. It's something that I'm not gonna look to short because, let me think that out. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, we have it. It's pretty. That kind of swept though. Now it's relatively equal. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens with this price action right up to 10 a.m. guys. I don't know if you could stream this thing live today for Powell. I'm not sure. Somebody look into it, but it's like he's like testifying, so it's not like a regular event. I'm not sure, so I don't know if that's even going to be covered. Possible 3-drive pattern here, guys. Possible 3-drive pattern here. Yes, it's just in consolidation. I mean, we're kind of just doing the same thing over here too. I'm not going to get too excited about this breaker formation here. There's just so, like, I hate shorting with a massive gap below me. I'm actually just going to delete this because I don't want to confuse anybody, but this really comes down to like bias. It's like, what's your bias today, right? It's like if your bias is lower, then you can possibly look for shorts in this area, right? If your bias is long, and then you're looking to try to get into a long into Asia high. Personally, for me, I don't really ever come into a day with a strict bias. I've learned that is not a good way to go about things, because, like, let's just say that you're long and the market's short and you're still thinking long and you're still buying long, you're just going to get smoked. You got to be able to flip biases very quickly depending on the draws on liquidity that have been taken already. So, like, we took London low, now we're into London high. Market looks like it wants to go to Asia high. So you got to just kind of read that, like, okay, we're in a pretty strong 15-minute uptrend, right? We did leave at Asia low, and we did leave an unmitigated 1-hour fair value gap down here. That's in the back of our head as we're going through it today. But this is going to be a very, very, if this closes in 2 minutes, and which we're going to get an hourly close in 2 minutes, this is going to be a bullish engulfing with an order block with a change in the state. So to me, I think we just lean long, see if we get a pullback into one of these gaps down here. Target Asia high if it leaves it. If Asia high gets tagged beforehand, then we won't have a setup, because that draw for me right now is pretty clean. We have some volume imbalances over here that probably want to get filled too, so I can make a strong case for upside. Downside, we have draws on the downside too, so this is a critical area. That's why we're just going to sit here and watch and wait and see what happens at this 10 o'clock news hour here. Hey, boss. What's up, man? What indicator do I use? I use the IC kill zone and pivots. That's actually something that I go over in the mentorship. All my custom settings are in there. Do I trade volume imbalances like a fair value gap? Yes, of course. I trade fair value gaps, inverted fair value gaps. Those are always a big part of my trading. Yeah. All right, Daddy Powell. 10 a.m. is here. What we gonna do? What are you gonna do, Daddy Powell? Imagine it just dumps 200 points right to Asia low. I literally will sign off. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Chat, I don't know, man. We're at 103 people out of 150 spots on today's Discord. Somebody's gonna have to boost this channel if you want. If we start getting up above 150 and there's no room in here, we're gonna have to boost. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is Daddy Powell doing? We filling gaps and gonna run higher? You see how they just manipulated that to get into a better position? Yeah, it's crazy. That was just unbelievable institutional manipulation right there, guys. You had no chance to even think about getting into a long position there. They came down, filled the 5, and then ripped it higher in a blink for 60 points. Like I said, Asia high is already taken, so there's my draw. So, yeah. Welcome to news trading. It's a lot of fun. Like, you couldn't even see how fast this moved. If you were watching this like I was, they moved this in probably a millisecond into that gap to rebalance it, and somebody just got out of their position at Asia high. And that's how crazy that is. Yes, did the same thing. Yes, did the same thing. It filled the gap that I really wanted to get long into. But you really can't trade this. This is straight up like, you can't do anything here. That's how fast they fill the gap off news though. Fast enough for you literally you cannot enter it. All right, so this SMT is no bueno anymore. So there's London high and ES. Asia high is going to be up here now. There's Asia high now. Asia high on NQ. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to go on for. I really don't know. I mean, if he's testifying, like, could this be all day? And when does Trump speak? Because I'm more interested and worried about when he speaks, because that changes things very fast. Easy W. I don't know what you guys were trading here. If you guys are saying easy W, what on earth were you even thinking of trading? Did you guys like YOLO the news like on a long with a limit here or something? Wall Street Journal News live on YouTube. Is that where he's testifying? Oh, okay. Honestly, I don't even care what he says. I just react to price. Oh, you're congratulating Jay. I was confused. I'm like, wait, why is anybody saying easy W here? Because this definitely was not an easy W. All right, so there's Asia highs, and there's now London highs on ES. I gotta be honest with you guys, man. These AM sessions have been AIDS. Like, it's been really, really tough PA. And like putting risk on here is just not it. Like there has not been clean, decisive PA in the AM session. Like, honestly, the overnight was better than this, like, already. I'm kind of wishing I just would wake up and trade the overnight session. Like, look how clean this was down to London lows. And now we're just gonna, we rip 100 and 300 points to the upside off of news. Can't really get into anything because it's herky jerky, but I mean, look at the overnight session, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Clean price action all the way down 115 points. Could have been done already. 820 FVG. 820 FVG. 820? What? Impossible to enter on an FVG like that. Oh, this, wait. Talking about this? What are you talking about? 820. One hour, 820. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, possibility of power of 3 formation. I'm watching it. The issue I have with the PO3 is this. I hate shorting into a gap. I hate doing it. It's gonna be it's high resistance liquidity and it's not fun. How do you decide what time you'll be trading? What do you mean, what time? I always trade between 9:30 and noon. That's my kill zone. That's what time, those are the times I trade at. Between. I'm still trying to figure out what KS 820 FEG, impossible to enter on a fair value gap of that in 1 hour. I don't, whenever you guys want to mark something out on the chart, like just give me the time that you're talking about. I don't know what 820, I don't know what he's talking about. 820. Is he talking about this? I'm assuming he's talking about this. Yeah, he's talking about this gap here. It's just a 6 p.m. 1 hour candle here. Powell will blow your account. Yeah, I mean, there's a gap here. Yeah, I mean, not, yeah, it's if you're like super like bear bias, then like I guess you could just trade off that 1 hour gap and short down into here. I mean, people trade different ways, but yeah, I wouldn't just like slam it short there. I don't know, man. We're starting to look weak on ES. The thing is, though, do I want to grab a long in this area or do I want to short it? Because I don't have a clean draw for ES. I don't really have a clean draw lower. The only thing I have is a 1 hour gap down there that would be the draw. That'd be an internal, external to internal move here on the short side of things. Or do we just look for a long up into that Asia high? So it's, I'm telling you guys, it's tricky when you're inside of these like middle ranges like this. You don't think the market makers know exactly what they're doing? They know exactly what they're doing. NQ is stuck in chop. ES is now inside of its 15 and 5 minute fair value gap. Almost CE of it. Probably did tap CE of it. About 7 minutes left here. Honestly, what do I think about the 4 hour fair value gap? This one right here. Yeah, we're inside of it. It's rejecting that 4 hour gap. It's the same thing over here too, right? We're in the 4 hour gap. Honestly, that could make more sense here. It's a 4 hour BPR, Asia high sweep. Possibility to sweep down into this 4 hour gap now. Yeah, that's actually not bad. The issue I'm gonna have here is shorting into this here. I'm gonna mark this out, guys, if this becomes a breaker, because it looks like it's going to. It'll be a 1 minute breaker. Now, be mindful here. If we're gonna short this, we're stuck. We have a lot of gaps to deal with. See, like, it's going to be a high resistance short. It's just not going to be fun. I'm telling you. I don't love it. I really don't love it until we start getting true displacement to the downside. ES is a lot weaker. So I would like to take a short over there if we're going to look for it. But right now, might be just filling this gap, and then we're going to go take Asia highs. All right, here's my idea here, guys. If we're going to hold here on ES, I would look for like an inverted fair value gap here. To take a possibility of a long up into here to take Asia highs on ES. I'm not in love with the short side of this idea, so I'd rather look for that draw first. So let's see how price reacts here, because we did come down into this gap. We filled this in efficiency here, 5 minute, 15 minute filled. I like this for higher. If that 1 minute flips, chat, I'm probably going to execute it on ES. So I would like to see this gap flip, retest, and we can shoot higher. I'm not sure. 2739, 2732 BPR. Just give me the times. It's a lot easier for me to look at the times than the numbers. You talk about, I don't know what BPR you're talking about. I don't know what BPR you're talking about either. You got to tell me like the actual time frame you're looking at BPRs at. $15-minute time frame, 15-minute BPR. This one right here. On 2739. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, brother. Just send your chart. I'm more interested in taking this on ES if we're going to flip. We have an old 50-minute BPR here. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Over from the 11th. Or from today, actually, at 12 a.m. You're talking about this beat. You're talking about this area? Yeah, that's way down there. That would be nice. That's deep. Yeah, this is just really going to be yeah, let's see, man. I like this 1 minute gap flip here, guys. Is there a 2 minute gap here I got to deal with? Yeah, that 2 minute gap right here. I'm going to use this 2 minute gap. I'm going to use that 2 minute gap here. Draw on liquidity for me is going to be 081 for first target. And then above that would be New York PM highs on ES. But we haven't had a strong displacement through this 2 minute gap yet. It's still holding. And technically this is a bearish breaker here. So it's really ugly though. It's like an ugly ass breaker. But it is a breaker, so. And this is so ugly. I don't even know how I want to mark it. I mean, it's so ugly. Really, really ugly price to deal with. I mean, look at this, guys. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold off on this. It's so ugly. I'm not like, I don't like any of this. It's not A plus. It's really choppy. This is the price action that AM has been dealing with. This is what we have to trade. I just don't have any. I mean, I don't know. See how ugly that is, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we're gonna, if you guys are leaning higher, like I said, use the 2 minute right here as guidance. If it breaks above it, you can long into the high. I'm on eval, so I'm gonna play a little bit more riskier today. So I like the Asia highs on ES, but this is just really terrible follow through and really like it's just not clean. So we could get caught up in something that's just really choppy, and I really didn't want to do that today, but this is like what we're getting. This is what this market looks like. And the video looks like it's decent. Still no displacement through this 2 minute gap, guys. Really lethargic price action, no true displacement. Just don't like it at all. This is like D level price action, maybe even F level. Powell just started speaking. Oh, great. So we got to deal with him still. Yeah, the chop song might be appropriate here, guys. Maybe the chop song might be actually is definitely appropriate. Yeah, I mean, we just missed OTEs down here too. I mean, I don't know. All right, so here's the thing, right? If this 5 minute flips to the downside, it's a short. Like that's where I'm at. Like if we flip a 5 minute down to the downside here, this 5 minute gap, it's definitely a short. If we're gonna hold here, we're gonna start drawing higher, right, into Asia high. It's that simple. It's just a matter of if you actually want to get involved in this horrendous displacement and price action. Okay. So just be aware of that. There are gaps to fill down here on ES. That's another thing that if we do look short, there are gaps. There's a lot of decent gaps that we can draw to. So we could possibly be doing that too. But for now, use the 5-minute here as guidance and this 2-minute here. So like I said, if you guys want to take a long, this 2-minute, I would like to see flip to the upside, which we're starting to get some, but it's very lethargic, nothing to really be excited about. I'm hands off. I'm hands off. I'm not going to do anything with this price, guys. I hope you guys are not clicking buttons. And if you are, I hope your risk is managed. Should we have taken the 930 trade? I mean, no. I mean, you could have. I just don't have a setup here that I would have taken. Only thing that you could have possibly maybe have taken is like an inversion gap here and like just market entry at 930. But I don't ever trade 930 open. I usually let the market sit for about 15, 20 minutes, figure out what it wants to do, and then get involved. So this just wouldn't fit my model. But like if you're a market open trader and you wanted to just market in, then yeah, you would have made money. You would have made 115 points if you held it all the way through. Oh my God, chat, it's so painful. Everyone stay patient, man. Stay patient. No need to even like, we have nothing to trade here. This is straight up chop price action. Horrible price action. Go get a coffee. Set some alerts. You know, if you have an area that you're interested in, put an alert on TradingView. You guys can do that. Right click, add an alert. Then you can pick what alert you want to add. But for now, this is absolutely horrendous. You're up 1K today? Nice. What did you trade? Traded NQ? I don't know what you traded, but nice. You trade this manipulation leg and somehow got filled here. This is the news that came out at 10. Earlier. 4 news. So somewhere, oh, like pre-market? Gotcha. I was clicking buttons just nice, dude. Nice, Doc. I don't know how you guys were making money in here, but yeah, well done, dude. Well done. If anybody's making money in here, well done. Like maybe you're just scalping, but like I really don't know how you're making anything here. Oh, you're on QQs. Yo, I'm not even kidding. I'm about to rip my hair out. Like this is actually disgusting. Like what on earth are we doing here, chat? I was like looking forward to like having some like Powell volatility and like, you know, trading with you guys, and like here we are again, just like we're stuck in a 3-point range on ES, and NQ is just slowly, steadily moving higher in the ugliest fashion. Oh, can I sing? Dude, no. Okay, here goes the flip now. Here's the 2-minute flip, chat. Here's the 2-minute flip for my target up here. And it's not going to come back to this area. So just go. Just go, yes. Just go take it so we can trade out of it. Oh, the chop song. Chop, chop, chop your wood gently down the stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream. I'm about to hit my stop loss. Nice. Well, that's not nice, but rest in peace, brother. Waiting on this thick and long candle. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be getting those thick and long candles in here, but maybe you will. Maybe Powell will just say long. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. I'm bored of, out of my mind. Life is but a dream. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, chat. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, man. Ugh. No, I have my water. I have my water today, my Celtic salt water. I actually just finished it as we speak. You sound like a KH class teacher? Is that kindergarten? KG? What's KG? I'm getting off the charts, dude. I don't blame you, man. I actually might get off the charts too. This is literally some of the worst price I've seen in like a while. I mean, the price has been ass in AM. It's been really ass. It's just not tradable. If you guys are making money here, congrats. My bias is correct. Like this 2 minutes gonna flip. It's gonna take out Asia highs. I don't have any patience to trade this type of price action though, so I really don't care if it goes without me here. It's just not. It's not my style, man. I like to be in and out of trades within like a couple minutes. This is like way too long just to move higher into like 7 points higher. It's ridiculously slow. Yeah, you guys should be proud of yourself if you didn't take any trades. Really, this is like a really, really ugly trading environment. You know, we got the idea correct. It's gonna end up taking Asia highs. I'm not in the trade. If you guys did use my bias for your own model, like congratulations. It should go take Asia highs here. It's just way too slow for me, man. Way too slow. I'm not interested in taking this. Volume imbalance up into here. Watch how when I get off, it's gonna fly up. We have a gap from last night's opening. You talking about this gap right here? Oh, last night's opening gap. Are you talking about NQ or ES? Yeah, this gap right here on NQ. Yeah, this right here. Yeah, I mean it's a volume imbalance. It definitely could be the draw. I have it marked out on NQ. We'll put it here too. But no, the first draw is Asia high. And if you get better displacement up through Asia high, then possibly the volume imbalance. And then from there, I honestly wouldn't ask for much more after that, to be honest with you, the way this is moving. I mean, look, we came down into the 5-minute gap. I wanted to try to find a long here. You know, we did get the confirmation on the 2-minute flip, but dude, I mean, look at this. This is terrible. You know how long we would have been stuck in this trade already? It's just not worth it. Hey, KSC, man. Nice job making the one rack, a Rooney. There's a volume imbalance on NQ. And there's the explosion on ES. Yeah. That's really, really, really unfortunate, chat. Really unfortunate. Listen, if any of you guys got in, congrats. You could have got in like right here. Could have got in right here. Stop like this, and you just would have hit first TP. Next TP will be the volume imbalance. I mean, the read was right. The follow through was really slow. But I guess that's just the market we're dealing with. Oh, cool, man. I'm glad some of you guys actually took it. So there's a volume imbalance that Rum Runner was talking about on NQ. Just got tagged. Just got tagged right there. ES has definitely more room to the upside now. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. There's always a possibility we can catch something else. But we're not going to not gonna FOMO into anything. I mean, the great read. Oh, thank you, D. Yeah, it was a pretty easy read. I just didn't want to get in on the way that we were moving. Like, this is really ugly for me. And then this like really weak displacement candle, like this could have just flipped the other way. Just wasn't enough there for me to be really excited about it. And sometimes that's what price is going to tell you. Like, you know, if you see weak displacement and follow through, it's something that maybe like I don't want to get stuck in, you know, like I like to have trades that move quickly in my direction. In this case, you know, it would have taken a lot longer than I wanted it to. Done for the day. Let's go, Mo. Did you guys take this trade? Is that what you guys are $2,200, Mo? I don't forget what you said about having profits. If you had 2K in front of you, would you not take it? Oh, hell yeah, man. You would definitely take 2,200 right in front of you, bro. That's a lot of money. Oh. Damn. Oh. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Honestly, chat, we probably could still go higher on ES. Let's see if we can get set up here. I don't mind taking a long up into our draw here, guys. I might have already just missed it, though. Yeah, I might have missed it. Triple engineered highs here, chat. We're definitely going higher. I would have liked to get long, like right down here at 079. Just missed the fill. If you truly believe the draw is higher, volume imbalance, or even higher than that, then I don't hate the idea here of trying to get long, like down here, TP up here. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, chat. Let's see if we can get something here. It's going to be slow. It's going to be choppy, but I think the draw is pretty clean. All right, I'm going to take one there. You guys heard the order filled sound. I'm going to take one here for a starter. If we come a little deeper into here, I might try to add one more. Right now my first fill is not the greatest. It's not bad. It's at 80. I'm in like right around here. My stop is going to be down at like 77. Right around here. I'm going to target the volume imbalance and I'm going to target the VIB. I'm in for one con here, so one mini on this eval. It could be painful. It could be slow. But draw to me seems pretty clear here. Especially when we have these triple engineered highs. You guys want to go break even probably at these highs, make it risk free if you're in. Tom, can you disconnect from the speaker section? I don't know why people are joining the speaker section. Just disconnect and re come back in. I gotta fix that, man. It's so annoying. Yeah, it's gonna be choppy. So I said if you guys are gonna take this long with me, it's gonna be painful. So try to shut off your thinking cap and just focus on that draw. All right, chat. I'm about 2 points in profit right now. TP's up here. I'm looking at like 8.8, which is these relative equal highs. See these relative equal highs right here. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at this volume imbalance. Anywhere in this range is going to be a good area for TPs. So right now we're just gonna hold this and let it play out for higher. It's gonna be ugly though, guys. So just hold on to your pants. I'm gonna go grab my water bottle real quick. We do have a 5-minute gap down here, which hopefully holds as a breakaway gap and we don't come fill it, because that would not be fun. I'm probably going to have to run my stop a little lower if we do and look to add into it. Again, I'm being aggressive because I'm trying to pass evals today. So if you're unfunded, don't do what I'm doing today. Trade it a little bit safer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come on. Send us to that volume imbalance and then send us to TP. And I'm literally shutting the charts off right after this. I'm getting off. I'm eating breakfast. We're taking our bag and we're leaving. It's a heist. That's how I look at the market. We heist the market and we dip. Chat, if you want, start scaling your TP up a little bit. Make the trade a little, take a little of the risk off. If you're comfortable with moving this to break even, you can do that as well. I'm gonna let the trade breathe a little bit before I adjust risk. Like I said, it's probably gonna be pretty choppy up into that area because we do have a gap here that we're gonna be dealing with. So it's not going to be smooth sailing. It's probably going to be pretty herky-jerky. Yeah, it's below this gap here. But there's a 5-minute gap here, which I also am worried about. So I'm going to keep a little bit of room on it. So that's why you see that gap. Like I'm kind of I'll move it if we come a little lower. I really don't want to see that happen. But for now, I would keep your stop right here. Currently up about 4 points, chat, off of that on 1 mini. So I'm up around $187 on the trade. I took this on ES. Full TP is going to be at 088. Full TP is going to be 088, chat. On ES here. I just passed 250k eval. It's nice, man. Congrats. Now go activate that for 300 bucks and get yourself a payout. And don't forget to leave the WAP a review, a 5-star review. If you guys are passing evals off of my trade calls, do me a huge favor. Go to my WAP and leave a review. That's all I ask. 5-star review. Should I move sell stops up? That's up to you, man. Manage your trade as you want to manage it. I'm not going to micromanage my position. I'm going to let it run, and whatever happens, happens. If you guys want to move the stops to break even, you can totally do that. That's acceptable. But just know that the market could come back down into this gap here, trade out of it, and go even higher than that. There is a 5-minute gap down here. If that does happen, like I'll probably scale into my position. Like I said, I'm on an eval, so I'm really just going to be aggressive on my trade setups. I'm on 2 evals at once here, so I'm copy trading both of them. How do you set a TP and stop loss on trade evade? That's a question I can't answer right now, man. I'm in the middle of a trade. I don't use trade evade, so I know how to do it. I'm not using it right now, so I can't really show you. You can just go on YouTube. I'm in 1 mini position. Yeah, if you hook up TradeAvate to TradingView, you just go down here at Trading Panel, dude, and go to TradeAvate and connect TradeAvate to TradingView. You can trade right here. It's a lot easier. Guys, I'm probably going to move my stops up just a little bit, reducing risk here. I would recommend just either you can move stops to like right below the lows here, or keep it at the 1 minute fair value gap. I'm just going to go like half of the gap and just reduce risk. So there's very little risk on this trade, chat. Nobody should be getting full stopped here. We're now in a position where it's either break even, small loss, or full TP. Okay? That's how you manage a trade. Don't ever let a trade like this go full stop loss. It's either break even, small loss, or full TP. Or in this situation, if you guys got in at 80 with me, I don't mind you guys going break even. This should be risk free or full TP. But if you want to keep the stop loss like where I have it, that's totally acceptable. Yeah, send it. Send it. We're approaching that 1050 macro too. So remember that macro loves to deliver. So macro hour is right in here. We're right inside that 1050 macro in about 5 minutes. We should displace. Let's go. Send it. Yup. Chat, spam the W's, please. Spam the W's. Spam the freaking W's, man. I want everybody spamming W's. Nobody should be, everyone should have made money on this trade. This is literally perfectly called out. Everyone should be making money. Spam those W's. Okay, the Dino app says no spamming. What the heck? Wait a second. I did not. That's crazy. I don't care. Keep spamming. Let Dino yell at you. I don't really care. Spam the W's, chat. Everyone should be either out full on this trade or stops break even. I still think we get that full TP at 88. I'm still in the trade. Stops are in profit here. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold this just for a little higher. I think the volume imbalance just got filled. That 88 should get delivered here. Guys, if you guys are enjoying today's live stream, please, like I said, go over to the WAP, leave a 5-star review, man. Nobody else is doing this stuff for free besides your boy PJ Trades. All right. 5-star reviews mean a lot to me. That's how you guys can repay me, okay? Is price action fix? What does that mean? It's a script. This is pre-recorded. You know, these kids come on my TikTok live the other day, like, yo, this is pre-recorded. I'm like, dude, what? I'm still waiting for full TP, guys. I am not done with this trade yet. Just so you know, I'm waiting for that full TP tap at 88. And there it is. All out, guys. Yeah. All out. Let's freaking go, chat. Spam the W's, bruh. Spam the freaking W's, chat. Let's freaking go, boys. And girls. Yeah. Easy peasy.